Now we're under contract, but there are a few things we need to do prior to the contingencies being removed. So now we're in business. This is so exciting, isn't it? But don't get too excited just yet. We have to go through the contingency timeframes. The buyer now will secure their loan, have their inspections done on the property, and review all of the reports and disclosures. This typically takes anywhere from between 7 and 15 days, depending on what was initially agreed upon in the contract. By the way, I am going to negotiate those days to the lowest number possible. In some cases, when you're dealing with a very desirable home that had multiple offers, we can negotiate there to be even shorter and even no contingencies, but then that's not quite as common as we would like. During the contingency timeframes, the buyer can back out of the home if they're not happy with what they discover on any of the reports, the disclosures, or the inspections that they are having done. After reviewing all the reports and having the inspections done, this is typically when the buyer would be asking for repairs, or they possibly could ask you for credits for things that they found during those inspections. The buyer also has the option to back out of the home if they choose, and if they have requests that we cannot come up with a mutual agreement between both the buyer and the seller, they can choose to back out also if for some reason they're not able to qualify for the loan, or if the home does not appraise and we can't come up with a mutual agreed upon price regarding the appraisal, then the buyer can also back out at this time as well. You need to understand that if a home does not appraise for the contractual amount, that the lender will only lend or loan on the appraised value. And obviously, they take into consideration what the buyer is actually qualified for. Any additional money required would need to be made up from the buyer, or the seller would have to agree to adjust the contract price. Again, unless you have countered out any of these contingencies and they are no longer made a part of the original contract, or counteroffer, the buyer has the right to back out of the home, and as a seller, we cannot retain their deposit. This is why it's essential to hire an agent like myself who knows how to properly vet buyers and their offer, who asks the right questions, who has the right conversations with the agent and the lender. The buyer's deposit or earnest money is only at risk if they have officially removed their contingencies. So I always advise my clients not to start packing their bags until all of the contingencies have been removed. Also, be sure to get contingencies removed as soon as possible and within contractual timelines as much as you can. Once contingencies are removed, you now have a little relief and have more assurance that the home is actually going to go through and close. You should be moving soon. Watch below to see what happens next and what to expect, and feel free to personally reach out to me with any questions you may have. We can get more detailed about you and find out what your needs are so we know how to properly serve and advise you. And as always, make it a great home buying and selling day. I'm Bonnie Lilac with the Lilac Real Estate Team with eXp Realty. I look forward to serving you.